So let's get it now. Okay, hi. I'm just gonna do a voiceover for this video because the TV was on and I wasn't about to turn it off. So to start, I'm just gonna start with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm just using that spoolie because it's more dense and it preps my eyelashes better than the brush that I usually use. Then I'm gonna go in with my Ardell dark brown pomade and the brush that it came with just to do my eyebrows. And first I start by underlining my whole eyebrow, focusing on the tail, and once I'm finished with the tail, then I move on to the body of my brow and then to the front of my brow. And I just made sure to not cut through this so you can get the whole way of how I do my brow, all of its authenticity. So once I line the bottom, I start to outline the tail, and I'll fill the tail in so it's the darkest part of my eyebrow. And then I'll start in the middle, which I just call the body of my brow, and I just make small strokes. I start at the bottom and I move my way up until it matches up with the tail. And once that's all done, it looks like that. Ew, ugly smile. And now I do the front of my brow and I just brush it up just to fill it in and get some color in it so it matches the tail of my brow. And really that's all I do. I spool it all together and that's it. It takes about 45 seconds to do my eyebrow. And I just did the same to my other eyebrow, and now I'm going to clean it up with concealer and a flat brush. And I just get the flat brush like soaked in concealer and I clean up the tail using this light color. And I only clean the tail in this color because it's so light. I don't do my whole eyebrow, but you're going to see later on what I do for the rest of my brow. So once I draw a line under my brow, I just draw it directly under, and then I'll start to drag the concealer down just so there's no like harsh defined line of where the concealer starts and ends. And then I'll blend that all out with my finger. Once it's all blended out, it'll look something like that. Now I use my concealer, which is closer to my skin tone, and it's the number 16 by the Sephora collection. Just ignore the rest of the concealer on my eyelid. I was just prepping it for eyeshadow. And I use this color that's closer to my skin tone to make it look more natural instead of having a white eyeshadow or a very beige eyeshadow over my whole lid. So I blend that all together with my finger as well, and I did that off camera as well as my foundation. And now I'm going to start the highlight and contour process. I use my LA Pro CoverGirl Conceal in the color Toffee, and I go under my eyes, on my forehead, bridge my nose, my jawline, my cupid's bow on top of my lip, and I'm just using a damp sponge to blend that all out. And I don't take much time to blend it out. Because I don't put that much concealer on to begin with, so I just blend it out roughly, just on my jaw to define that contour. And then I'm just going to blend the rest off camera. So now that I finish my face, I'm going to set it with a setting powder. And the reason I do this is to soak up the oil from the concealer so it doesn't move and it just stays in place all day, and it gives it a mattified finish instead of an oily finish because I do set my face with dewy setting spray. So I put the setting powder all on my face, which is just an N.Y.C from the drugstore, and then I push it into my skin. I don't know what, I think the battery died. So I push it all into my skin just like that. And now I'm going to start to contour. To contour, I'm just using this Forever 21 bronzer. There was no name on it, but it's just the darkest shade that they have. And I'm taking my Real Techniques all-purpose fluffy brush. I think that's what it's called. And I just contour like that, just in circular motions. I start circular motions towards the end of my jaw, and then towards closer to my mouth, I just do a straight line. Contour my chin, my jawline, and the rest of the perimeter of my face. I focus it more on my temples, and then I move to the top of my forehead. And I use a powder because it gives more of a subtle contour. I don't like harsh contours at all. I just like it to lift up my cheekbones a bit. Now I'm going in with this NYX Vamp lip cream in the color number 1, and I'm going in with this M.A.C lip gloss in the color Burst. I'm gonna put all the names of everything down below because I'm not too sure what it is right now. And I just smush those two together to create that lip concoction. And that is all for this look. And then yes, I'm setting setting my face with NYX Dewy Setting Spray. And that's all.